Warning, the following presentation is a baseball podcast and is in fact the only podcast with two Brads on it. Seriously, you won't find another. Listener's discretion is advised.
What's going on, guys? It's episode 4 of Touch All Baseball, the greatest baseball podcast available right now. Yeah, I said it. Get used to it. How are we feeling today, boys?
Feeling fantastic. I'm ready to rile.
How are you feeling after that stroke you just had?
I stuttered once.
Touch All Baseball for the only baseball podcast. Yeah.
All right, fine. I'll redo it. You're going to have to tell me how you're feeling again.
Okay.
What's going on, guys? It's episode 4 of the Touch All Baseball. Take 3.
Got it.
What's going on, guys? It's episode 4 of the TouchAllFour baseball podcast, the greatest baseball podcast available. How are we feeling today?
Feeling great.
Fine.
Not too good.
One day I'm going to learn to speak.
No,
No,
No.
I don't think you will.
I don't know much, but today is not that day.
It's not today. So, any recent news that we want to cover? Like the MLB not drug testing right now because of the lockout?
You could have told me they haven't drug tested in years, and I'd believe you. I think they just pull a name out of the hat every 60 days. They're like, ooh, Melky Cabrera.
Ooh, Robinson Cano. Ooh, Robinson Cano again.
Yeah, sometimes your name's in there just a couple times. It's not his fault.
He's pretty happy right now. They're not testing. He's going to show up at spring training with about 100
That's going to be the
pounds of
most
new muscle.
41-year-old you've ever seen.
Barry Bonds is making his comeback. Nelson Cruz going to have 150 home runs.
Barry Bonds could have hit 40 home runs in 2008. I don't know why nobody signed him. Okay. He had like over 1,000 OPS in 2007. He's 40. The Giants are like, nah, we don't need that in the middle of our lineup anymore. And he just rode off into
somebody should sign him so he can be re-eligible for the Hall of Fame.
All I'm saying is he's probably a better hitter today than Harrison Bader was before this year. Like, you could have put them up against each other. Bonds probably still gets
Helen Keller was a better hitter than Harrison Bader before this year. What are you talking about here?
Hey, no friendly fire, amigo. I already went there. There's no reason for you to join me on that trip. You didn't live it. I did.
You're right. Any other baseball news that we know of?
Yeah. Trevor May on his Twitch stream just going in on Manfred. So I guess that's
good.
That's
There's a lot of players doing that.
Source of, well, he gave like player info like updates on lockout too, which is weird because like we're in like an age where that's okay, I guess. It feels weird. It feels like it shouldn't be okay. But yeah. Okay, Trevor May, I guess, is the spokesperson for the Players Association now.
That's
I
right.
had a pretty large following, so
Yeah, Twitch. I mean, come on.
I bet he makes almost I bet it's like a larger percentage of his income than you would think what he makes off Twitch.
Probably.
100%.
But he makes a million.
There is some news that I almost forgot to bring up. Trevor Bauer.
I was gonna say
charges.
I didn't know if we wanted to talk about him or not.
Yeah.
Free the king.
He's good to play now. So he just missed half a season for
Well, the
Manfred
league still has to reinstate him.
Yeah, and then
but at this point, if
they'll bring him back because
if the league reinstates him, Dodgers will more than likely take him back.
They might not want to pay him $40 million. You know, do you watch?
They still have to pay him anyway right now.
You watch any of the momentum stuff on YouTube, like Trevor Bauer, like pitching to like the King of JUCO guy.
Well, yeah, I've seen some of those. Like,
it's just absolutely hilarious, and it's like, is it supposed to be like a flex that he's carving up this washed up nobody?
Dude,
like, is this like his audition tape to get back in the league?
The King of JUCO is nice though.
Yeah, King of JUCO hits tanks and throws gas.
He does. He hits dick slaps.
And he just had a kid, so now he has. Oh, it was a girl. He had a girl. He has girl dad power now.
Yeah,
girl dad
it's a real thing. Girl dad strength. It's a real thing. Josh, any news? Any baseball news?
The only thing that I've really heard here that's fresh, I hear that your Cubs are in talks with offering Anthony Rizzo a contract.
I did
What?
see that. I did
What?
see that.
No, don't lie to me.
Yeah, 2-year, $40 million. I did see that.
Yeah,
They're gonna pay
That's
him
happening.
$20 million. Well, they're not paying anybody else, I guess. So what the fuck, it doesn't matter. But
except Carlos Correa.
not yet. You keep dreaming. You're not getting Correa. I hate to tell
They
you, they
get
gotta
Rizzo,
play.
they're not getting Correa.
What are
And
you
get
gonna do
both.
with
They
Wisdom
have the
and
money to
Bodie?
spend.
What are you gonna do with all these middle infielders?
What's going to happen if
Anthony Rizzo's not a middle infielder.
I don't give a shit. I'm talking about you get Correa. What are you gonna do with Nico, Nick, Patrick, Dave Bodie, and Ed Howard's probably not ready yet. But what are you gonna do with all these mediocre ass?
Platoon, left field.
We got
There's
plenty
gonna
of
be a
spots for him
DH.
to play.
So the Cubs' philosophy is we're gonna take this infielder. I don't care who it is, and we're just gonna try to make them Chris Bryant. Just everyone. Maybe we'll hit it again. Is that the new philosophy?
Corner infielders can play corner outfield. It's not hard.
Yeah,
No,
corner.
I don't want
Makes sense.
Devers rolling around in left field in Boston. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
but
sorry. I don't
Patrick
want Josh
Wisdom's not.
Donaldson
Patrick Wisdom's
roaming
not
right
outfield
field and
Devers.
target field.
Didn't
Like
Patrick
no, that's
Wisdom
not.
play or Wisdom or Bodie played outfield this year already?
It's got to be Bodie because Wisdom. There's no way they're gonna put him out there. But like, what we can
I
do
think it
with
was
those-
Bodie.
It's not feasible. Stop wishing this Carlos Correa shit on everybody else in the NL Central. Okay.
We said Rizzo, and you just automatically.
No,
just-
you said Correa, and that's when.
You said we weren't gonna have to pay
Yeah.
anybody else, and it's not true because we're gonna sign Carlos Correa.
Yeah, to the point I said we're gonna do with all these infielders. Now we see where we're at.
Yeah, and I said
It's-
Anthony Rizzo's not a middle infielder.
I see it
I
happening.
was talking about
We can make
Rizzo.
Something work here.
Hmm.
DJ, any baseball news?
Wait, what's going to happen to Schwindel, though, if you get Rizzo?
DH.
Who cares?
So you're not gonna DH Bodie or Wisdom either. Now you can't. So then
Who
what?
cares? I don't give a shit about Bodie or Wisdom. We got Carlos Correa, bro. Why
Care about
do you
Wisdom,
think
not-
David Bodie
this
and
is-
Patrick
this is
Wisdom
joke.
are deterring me
This is
from
a joke.
Carlos Correa?
Did you
Hey,
realize
whoa.
it turned into whoa.
Whoa, Brad. Whoa. Time out. This is the NL East episode. We'll get to the Central.
Hilarious.
We'll get there.
Just
He just got
absolute
his
side
Mets jersey
splitter.
on and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He's rocking the Mets
So
jersey.
what
I got a Brewers jersey on for no reason.
Hey, it's the East, not the Central, jackass.
I don't have an East jersey yet. Sorry. Give me some of your money. I'll get one.
I don't have any money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a quick little. That's
I
it.
drink Arnold Palmer's. Clearly, I don't have that much money.
I don't know. That's fancy. I have to drink water.
Okay, I'm not that poor. I can have a little bit of flavor in my life.
Oh, shit.
No kidding.
What?
I'm watching snowboarding. I just ate it.
Welcome to the snowboarding episode of TouchAllFour.
USA.
I'll take my flag down right now.
The people have been clamoring for an Olympics episode.
No, they've been
yeah.
clamoring, all right.
All 15
They've been
subscribers have
clamoring.
been begging me for it.
Hey, what can you do?
Yeah. So is there anything we missed from last week? Like, was one of us not here or something?
I was not.
Neither was I.
Josh, you were here in spirit. TJ, we didn't let you in.
I had nothing.
So you want to tell us about the Yankees real quick?
Woo, let's go, Padres!
Yeah. So, Yankees,
No, it's okay. We don't need to hear it.
Yeah,
Anyway, so we
never
talk
mind.
about
I
the
take it back.
episode, or
Let's-
MVP from the Yankees. Aaron Judge, obviously.
All right,
Okay,
that's
we can
enough.
stop
Let's
there.
move on
That's
to the
enough.
NL East.
what a joke.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Let's just start it with TJ talking about the Nationals. Let's start there because we missed his sweet voice last week because we didn't.
Yeah,
let
we
him
start
in.
from the bottom, work up, right?
Yeah. I mean, why not?
No, that's a fact.
Of course.
Well, for the Nationals, I have MVP as clearly Cesar Hernandez. No, I'm just kidding.
Nice.
It's obviously Juan Soto. He's the only good player on that team.
He's the only player.
Yeah. Cy Young, well, nobody. Well, like, if I had to pick like from the Nationals, it would be Steven Strasburg if he's healthy, because I know he was dealing with a bunch of shit last year, cost my fantasy baseball team a good amount because I drafted him, but it's fine.
Unbelievable.
And then for like breakout player, I have I put Victor Robles because he hasn't been doing shit in my opinion. And like when he came up, he was supposed to be this big star, but he's done nothing. But I also put Josiah Gray there too, because he came up with the Dodgers last year. Then he got traded to the Nationals and the Max Scherzer trade and all that. And I feel like having like that 1 year of experience is gonna start to get him rolling, because he was a pretty high prospect before he came up. Then for the lineup, this one took a lot of looking because I don't know anyone on the Nationals. So catcher, I put Keibert Ruiz. I'm assuming that's his name. Then first base is Josh Bell. Second, Cesar Hernandez. Shortstop, I put Alcides Escobar because that's where he played for the Royals. Third base, Carter Kieboom, I think. Right field, Juan Solo. Center, Robles. And then left field was quite the toss-up because there's 4 names I didn't know. So I went with Andrew Stevenson or Lane Thomas. From what it looked like, I looked up like a projected lineup. It looks like Lane Thomas. I don't know.
It's never Lane Thomas.
You don't want Lane Thomas out there.
Lane Thomas was a part of the John Lester deal. So that's why I got to watch John Lester pitch for 3 months in a Cardinal uniform. And he sucks. He's terrible.
Ooh.
Everyone else on the Nationals is terrible too. So what do you want me to say?
Yeah.
And then from like what I read, it said like the Nationals aren't going to be scared to, bring up prospects because they suck. And I looked at like their top 3 prospects. They have the MLB's 39 in Cade Cavalli, right-hand pitcher. Everything said he looks pretty decent. He just needs to get a little more control and stuff. Then he's projected to come up this season in 2022 if it happens. Then they have the 54th ranked player in the pipeline at shortstop, Brady House. He was a 2024 projection, so he's got a little bit. And then their third was another pitcher in Jackson Rutledge. He wasn't in the top 100, but so he was projected for 2022 as well. So it looks like they're going to be giving a lot of their prospects a chance to thrive in the lineup. That's all I got.
Yeah.
It wasn't that hard to fucking find.
Very nice.
We let you do the entire spiel about the Nationals because, well, there's really nothing you can actually provide to a really good conversation about the Nationals.
No, we need to just get through that one.
Yeah, that's bad. But
Who do we
Cade
want to talk
Cavalli
about
ain't
on the
bad.
Nationals?
Cade Cavalli ain't bad. That's a bright spot, I guess.
It's literally one of 2, and the other one's Juan Soto. So
Yeah.
Can we get Victor Robles to play some baseball this year?
Yeah, he hasn't done much.
he needs a big step up. So
I mean, I don't hate the idea of just running through everything, like how we did it right there. If you just start from the bottom, work up, who would be next? The Phillies or the Marlins? What are we thinking?
probably the Marlins.
How about the Phillies?
Ooh.
I got the 81 and 81 Marlins here waiting for a 3rd place finish. Okay.
Okay,
Just
all right.
wait.
Okay, well, we can go ahead and talk about the 78 and 84 Phillies, I suppose.
We're just gonna jump into as you're going about your spiel to make different points. So
Go on ahead.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, well, as for the Phillies, the MVP seems like it should be pretty easy. Bryce Harper, very obviously the best player on that team. Maybe even the MVP of the National League. We'll see. So that's pretty easy. As far as the Cy Young goes, I mean, you got Zach Wheeler, who's already like an actual Cy Young candidate. So that seems pretty easy. The pitching staff is like honestly kind of, I don't know. It's they got a pitching staff over in Philadelphia. So I mean, they got Zach Wheeler. I mean, Aaron Nola is not bad, I guess. The thing is, like, they've got some, I don't know, they've got some pitching prospects too, but
Rangers, Suarez.
No, I'm not talking about. I do not want to talk about Rangers
He's
Suarez
good.
right now.
He's good.
He's all right. I'm talking about Hans Kraus, really.
Ew.
I'm thinking Hans Kraus might see some big league time this year. I mean, he's like 23 already.
You know, outside of like him, what is it? Mick Appel? What the hell his name is?
Oh yeah, Mick Abel.
Mick Abel, yeah. Mark
Yeah.
Appel was the failed first round pick from years ago. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Like that's like
Yeah.
their only prospects.
But like, well, they have another one in the big leagues, Francisco Morales.
Yeah. You know,
I mean, he's 22. He's 6'4", righty, power righty.
should be playing power forward for a local Division II college.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know. The bullpen is where it really falls apart. Because like the starting rotation could be like, you know, not awful. The bullpen is really just nothing to write home about at all. I don't know. I don't really know who to even talk about in there. Oh, they have Kyle Gibson too. By the way.
He was garbage when he got there from Texas.
In case you forgot, they have 6'6" right-hander Kyle Gibson. I didn't know he was that tall.
I didn't either. I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
I had no idea. As for a starting lineup, I guess you know, catcher pretty locked down. JT Realmuto, pretty much, you know, still got a pretty good claim to being the best catcher in the National League. Not a bad little piece there. As far as the infield goes, you got, I guess you'd have Alec Baum probably starting at third base now. I'd say, I mean, I don't think they should start Gene Segura or Didi Gregorius, but they probably will.
I think Didi's a free agent. I think.
Is he? He's still listed on their roster, so I guess he might be gone after the lockout. So
Yeah, I think he is. But they got Gene still, so.
yeah, they have Gene Segura. They have Luis Garcia coming up through the pipeline, so that'll help. They also have Johan Camargo, who can kind of play a little bit of everything, I guess. Really more of a third baseman, I guess, but I don't know what they're gonna do with him. Probably not a whole lot.
Probably
I would
not a lot.
imagine. They do have Nick Maton coming up through the system.
Central Illinois representative.
Middle infield piece from Glenwood, Illinois. Chatham Glenwood. We got I don't know, at first base, I mean, Reese Hoskins, pretty obvious. Not a bad piece. You know, you can hit. It wouldn't be like a terrible thing, I guess, to see them get another first baseman and then just let Reese DH if that becomes a thing. But as of right now, it doesn't hurt having him at first base, really. The outfield, besides Bryce Harper these days, it's really not much. They got former first round pick Mickey Moniak out there. He's a player. They got Adam Hazley. He's out there trying his best.
Is he also a player?
No.
He's a player.
He's a player. That's it.
That's about it. That's about all you can say about him. He plays baseball. I don't really know who all would start in their outfield besides Bryce Harper. It'd probably be Hazley and Moniak, I'd imagine, unless they pick somebody up.
Did
Kingery
McCutcheon leave to free agency?
Yeah, they don't have McCutcheon anymore. They don't have Odubel Herrera anymore. It's over. They're in shambles right now.
I mean,
All right.
Scott Kingery's gonna have to play somewhere.
They don't have Scott Kingery. At least not right now.
He's in the minors.
Oh, is he? They don't have him on the big league roster?
No. He's
not listed.
And he wouldn't have 6 years of service time yet anyway.
Yeah, they just don't count him as a prospect still because obvious,
Yeah.
but I guess he'll fill a hole somewhere.
That's what she
yeah,
said.
that is actually I believe. If we want to talk about some Phillies prospects, we talked about Mick Abel. They got a couple of pitchers, right? They're pretty much all right-handed. They do have one lefty at number 9 by the name of Eric Miller, who he's huge. He's a big fella, 6'5", 240. Good fastball changeup guy, I guess.
He better have a damn good fastball. He's a fucking horse.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. I like a 95 to 96 fastball with 12-6 curveball, pretty solid changeup. Not a bad lefty, but I'm not thinking he's going to make an impact like soon. Like I said, Hans Kraus and Francisco Morales could both pitch in the big leagues this year. They just drafted this Andrew Painter kid. He's 18. Oh, he's 6'7". Oh, I didn't know that.
Man, they love tall right-handed pitchers.
Yeah, they really do.
That's like his favorite thing.
This guy is actually kind of Kyle Gibson, but probably maybe even better.
He's probably better than Kyle Gibson right now.
He might be. He's only 18, but he might be. They have Bryson Stott, which doesn't really doesn't really mean much to me. And then Mick Abel's their top prospect. So that's pretty much it. Jalen Ortiz is number 10, I guess. I forgot to mention him. He's an outfielder. He might play in the big leagues if they don't have anybody else. I don't know. They got a decent prospect list. Adonis Medina is a little further down the list. Mickey Moniak still considered a prospect. I guess he's still pretty young. I don't know. They got pretty solid mix of pitchers and position players.
For the time being, till Dombrowski trades them all.
Yeah, there might be if they get hot in the first half, I think Dombrowski might sell the whole system for big moves at the deadline,
like Mark Melanson.
Yeah, like Mark Melanson.
It's terrible. They have 2 prospects, and they're just gonna be gone.
He'll make a deal. He'll make a deal with Bryson Stott and Luis Garcia for just something terrible, It just I don't know, like a Jace Fry.
Oh no.
That's pretty much it for the Phillies, unless you guys, you want to talk about Hans Kraus, I guess he's the. I don't know. I don't know who I really like out of their prospect list. A lot of solid players, but no one really blows me away. I guess the 6'7", 18-year-old right-hander might, he's pretty intriguing.
A little bit. Wrong sport, but yeah.
Hearing you talk about the Phillies right now, I definitely think they're going to be second to last for sure.
I'm telling you, dude.
They have Bryce Harper.
How do you feel about 78 wins for this Phillies team?
I think that's about right on the money.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd say that's the ceiling.
Yeah, I think the Phillies are they're going to play some baseball this year.
With some players.
With some players on the field.
And we live in a society.
Any of it.
No, I'm sure somebody will watch it.
John Crook.
I'll cry.
Somebody's got the day off in Philadelphia. That's all I'm saying.
So next, I assume Marlins.
Why do you assume that? Then what happens when you assume, Brad?
What happens? What?
When you assume. Yeah, I know, but you'd be correct. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So the Marlins are going to be exactly 81-81 next year. We're looking at the perfect coin flip team, just mediocre as all hell, Although the starting rotation I really do like. So yeah, Sandy Alcantara, Pablo Lopez, Trevor Rodriguez, and then I assume Jesus Luzardo, and then Edward Cabrera.
They have a nice rotation.
I don't know if Sixto's healthy fully yet. He missed most of last year because he was hurt, and Edward missed some time. But they're both really good. So you just flip flop one of them or something. You'll figure it out. You got not great with a lineup. Not bad. Oh, the first 6 is not terrible for the Miami Marlins. So you got Miguel Rojas playing short. You got Jazz running at second. Jesus Aguilar. I put him at first base, even though if the DH comes, I think he'll still play first base. And I put Joey Wendell at third, and then Brian Anderson hitting 7th and DHing behind him. I think you could flip flop those as well. I don't think either of them are like a spectacular fielding third baseman. The only thing that's nice is one's left-handed, right-handed, so you can somehow play them both every day.
Platoon them.
It helps I'd play them both. I mean, I'd play them both every day. Why wouldn't you?
Well, like,
what else you got?
Yeah.
The outfield
Yeah.
blows for the Marlins, and all their prospects just don't want to do anything. So, what are you gonna do? And then Brian Anderson batting 6th. So then you got Jacob Stallings batting 7th and catching. He was in Pittsburgh and he was okay. So I don't know if that means if he goes someplace that's good, he's gonna be good, or if he goes someplace like Miami that's a teeter-totter, if he might just be complete ass. So I don't expect a lot, but at least he's a lot better than what they had. I mean, defensively, he's a little bit like Yachty, and he kind of hits like 43-year-old Yachty too, even though he's only 28. So, and then the center fielder, again, this is a toss-up because the Marlins outfield just absolutely blows. So it's either Lewis Brinson, who he's out of AAA options. He had like a 71 WRC plus last year.
I thought he was gone.
He's got one more year, doesn't he?
No, I thought they cut him. Is he on their 40 man?
Yes. You might actually, you might be right. He might be a free agent. Hold on. Okay, well then it's got to be Magneri's.
You keep talking. I'll look it up.
The only other center fielder prospect they have is Monte Harrison, and he's like a poor man's Manuel Margot, but like a very poor man's Manuel Margot. So I don't trade for Ketel Marte. That's all I can tell you. And then bat 9th, once again, an absolute toss-up. I see where they look like they're going to address left field in free agency with either Castellanos or Schwarber, or a combination of both. But for now, I just threw Garrett Cooper out and left, threw him 9. He's hurt all the damn time. He's like 31. He's a poor man's Corey Dickerson, I guess. But it just sucks. The whole outfield just absolutely sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, well, okay. In between Joey Wendell and Jesus Aguilar, I guess you're gonna have to throw in Avisail Garcia, which isn't bad, but he's kind of like a defensive liability too. So like, yeah, that helps your lineup, but your outfield defense is pretty like subpar all around, and it kind of sucks in that aspect.
Well, and you know who is going to help your lineup even regardless of defense? It's JJ Bleday.
Man,
So
we get to the prospects.
JJ.
So speaking of prospects, real quick, let me ask you. I guess this is, I don't know. I came in a little late, so I don't know if you talked about this already, because I heard you throwing Edward Cabrera's name around a little bit.
Yeah.
But so I guess my question is Edward Cabrera or Max Meyer? Like, which one do you prioritize most? Because they're both like,
regardless
really
of how
good.
they pitch in MLB The Show, because Edward Cabrera is incredible.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so you've got Edward Cabrera, who is, I don't know, what's his sinker? Like he's got like a Jordan Hicks sinker, kind of. It's not as fast, but that type of stuff.
Edward Cabrera throws a 98-mile-an-hour sinker, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's like 90.
I just mean that Jordan Hicks throws a 102, 101 sinker. So
yeah.
But then on the other hand, you got Max Meyer, who's like 6'4". He throws 97, and he had the best slider. Scouts said he had the best slider for his age of like recruiting at 18 that they had like ever seen. They gave it a 65 grade out of high school, which is
this dude. He's Adam Ottavino, but like with other he's Adam Ottavino, but with other pitches.
Adam Ottavino wishes he was Max Meyer.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Flip that.
Brett, call on me, Brett. Call on me.
What do you want?
They designated Lewis Brinson for assignment.
Okay, so Magneuris Sierra, huh? Former Peoria Chief, Cardinal Farm.
Peoria Chief legend, Magneuris Sierra.
Man, I tell you what, it really hurts that we got rid of Sandy in that Marcell Ozuna trade. But the fact that they thought they fleeced us with Magneuris Sierra makes me feel okay. Like I'm okay about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
We got to see Sandy pitch in Peoria once still, didn't we?
Yeah, but Sandy's gonna win a Cy Young at some point.
Yeah.
Terrible. You remember when he was an all-star with like a 4.15 ERA? Yeah,
Got the Sonny Gray treatment.
What a joke. Prospects. So we already talked about Max Meyer. I wouldn't say he's their one, but he's personally like my favorite prospect of theirs. Because like you can consider Edward still a prospect, and even even Sixto like a little bit of an aspect because they really haven't played that much.
What about that shortstop that they got, the 18-year-old?
I'll get to Cleo. But first, I'm going to say that Max Meyer is my overall favorite Marlins prospect, and I think that's reasonably understood.
He's their
number
3.
2. Yeah, I know. And Edwards.
He's their 3, but he could be their 1. Those top 3 could be pretty easily.
Sixto is still on there at 4, and JJ Bleday 5. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not going to. Max Meyer excites me more than anybody else. Then you have JJ Bleday. He's my number 2 in their system. And the only reason I say that is because they need outfield so bad. And he's so good in the outfield that just makes him more important. So he just carries up for me. What can you really say about it? He had like a 60 grade power coming out of Vandy. He was the best player in the Cape Cod League and then won a natty at Vandy, like all within like 5, 6, 7 months. Kid's got swag.
Yeah. He
and
can
then,
win.
Because I think they're probably going to say Khalil is their best overall prospect and like ranking, like because they
in terms of like upside and overall like future potential.
Yeah,
but
I'm talking like what excites me right now. I think he's their number 3 because like he's like Marcelo Meyer. Like you can't really put him number 1 in an organization when he's played 30 games.
Yeah, because Khalil's not going to hit the major leagues until like 2024 at the earliest.
Yeah, exactly. But I did find out because I actually did a little bit of research on him because I didn't know much about it when he got drafted this year. But the Marlins paid him $4.5 million as a signing bonus out of high school. He was the 16th overall pick, and they still paid him $4.5 million. That's way over.
I mean, if you're confident, I guess. Fucking.
I mean, he hits left-handed, right? He's like Jazz, and he's gonna play short. So they're probably like, well, that worked out pretty well for us.
Yeah.
Dude, does anybody remember when Jazz Chisholm was actually like a Tampa Bay Ray? Anybody? Yeah, that's where he came from. Like 3 years
ago. A collective no. The people listening on audio platforms are gonna love hearing that silence when we all shook our head no.
Yeah. Well,
but they can't hear me shaking my head.
He came over in some reliever trade. Who does anybody remember who? It was like their only decent reliever, like 3 or 4 years ago. White guy,
I'll find out.
Fastball changeup type guy, because he got traded to Tampa Bay for him. I can't remember. Time out. What?
I go through the Rolodex of mediocre Marlins relievers in the back of my head.
It wasn't like it's not Dylan Floro, but it's Dylan Floro. That makes sense. Florio.
Yeah.
Floro.
Wait, it was Zach. Wait, Zach Gallen?
He came from Arizona?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Zach Gallen for Jazz Chisholm.
Yeah. You know how funny it's gonna be when the Marlins get Ketel Marte from the Diamondbacks too?
Yeah.
You know,
I can see it happening.
They could have had Dansby, Jazz, Ketel. They probably wouldn't have traded Paul Goldschmidt. Dude, we could in an alternate universe, the Diamondbacks could be winning this World Series this year. In an alternate universe, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I completely spaced out, and I just realized that when I read it and it clicked in my head that you're talking about the Diamondbacks, and that's why we didn't know that he was on the Rays because he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
That's why. That's how we knew. We all knew that. We don't remember, but we knew.
They got some shortstop from. It was like I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name. It was some like Peter Fairbanks type reliever. Cool. It wasn't a big deal.
Yeah,
I feel like it was a throw.
Like
the Rays
Boxberger or something.
Meisner. The Marlins did trade Cam Meisner this year to the Marlins or to the Braves.
The Marlins traded to the Marlins.
All right, relax. Okay, all right.
I was the one who couldn't
7
speak.
7 times to do the intro. Shut the hell up.
3.
Shut the hell up. Okay.
Third time's a charm.
All right. Well, I just went through. Anything else you want to know about the Marlins?
That mean I'm up.
Who the hell are you?
Mets.
Who the hell are
No,
you?
the Mets are winning the division, dude. Buck Showalter, I'm back in.
All right.
Over the defending World Series champs.
So
Yeah,
we're saying the Braves are
The
next.
defending World Series champs right now don't have Freddie Freeman. So yeah.
You're
They didn't
thinking,
have Ronald Acuna and they
Braves
still won a
here?
World Series.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll go off on this.
All right, just save me for last then. Let's hear Josh go.
I've got Atlanta pinned in at a 92-70 season. DS, I think they'll get bumped after that. I don't think that they're going to make a deep run in the playoffs. Looking at their lineup, Acuna leading off, going over to Albies up playing second. 3 spot, Marcelo Zuna. 4, I am relying on Freddie Freeman coming back.
You can't do that.
I
I don't know. Anthopoulos isn't rolling out the checkbook.
I don't know what else to do with that. Unless who they're going to go out to get right now. I've got a pendant at Freddie Freeman for first base. 5
Matt Olson.
I mean, I guess they could slide Austin Riley over there. I don't know.
He can't play
good.
defense.
So. Shortstop batting 6, Dansby Swanson. Center third, hitting 7, Christian Pache. Number 8 in the lineup. To start the season, I'm going to say Travis Darnell. But I think as the season goes on, we're going to look at Langoliers coming up.
Yep.
Going to make the play to be that starting catcher for the rest of the season for them. I mean, this team's got a potentially stacked rotation, but also a potentially very bad rotation. Looking at the 1 being Reed, 2 Soroka, 3, 4, 5 are kind of interchangeable. I'm looking at Oscar Inoa, Charlie Morton, and Ian Anderson. Which
I mean, outside of Charlie Morton, that's a pretty damn good rotation. Charlie's just if you don't know what you're gonna get, but like I think Ian Anderson would be a very good 2 on most rotations.
Ian Anderson's gonna be sneaky good this year. He is. I don't know about Inoa though. He's got
a punching the wall type thing.
He's got
doesn't
some
go
issues.
well.
Yeah,
Hey,
he's
he
got
hits
some
tanks, though.
off
He
the
hits
field
tanks.
stuff that he's gonna have to get under control.
You know, it does hit tanks. Yes.
He does hit tanks.
Worst comes to worst, he'll just DH for him. So.
Hey, he might be able to play first.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, you get a role to be.
They can trade for Frank Schwindel after the Cubs re-sign Anthony Rizzo.
No.
There it is.
Give me Soroka right now.
I mean, I'll take Freed if they don't want to go. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd take the lefty.
Getting into this team's bullpen, they just picked up Kirby Yates, which who knows what he's going to give you.
That might move the needle a little bit.
Will Smith, AJ Minter, and Tyler Matzik. Matzik was a beast in the postseason last year. Not a bad
Matzik went crazy in the
Dude,
playoffs.
Minter's like unhittable too.
AJ Minter's nasty.
Wait, I bet Tukey starts out in the bullpen.
Tukey, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, they got a nice little bullpen, good rotation. I think that the offense could be there. A good team again. I like them at the top of the division personally. I don't think the Mets overtake them.
I don't think the Mets will win the division. No shot. No chance.
We'll see how this plays out here.
They have, is it Duvall, Soler, and
I don't have a damn one of them right now.
No, I know. I'm saying these are all free agents right now. None of them signed anywhere, right?
No,
Peterson.
Jock Peterson, Adam Duvall, Jorge Soler, and then who's the dude that went nuts in the postseason?
Eddie Rosario.
All 4 of them are free agents, right?
World Series MVP Jorge Soler.
Eddie Rosario might have one more year.
I didn't see him on the roster when I was looking at anything.
No, I think they're all free agent. They talk like they were gonna bring like maybe 1 or 2 back.
One or two. Yeah.
I feel like
I think
I
think Jorge and Duvall might get the boot there. Go DH for other teams.
I think Duvall is probably the lead candidate for them.
I think I'd want Duvall the most, but I feel like they're gonna go for Jock for sure.
I think
Yeah.
they're gonna keep Jock and Rosario.
The only thing is, like, you're getting back Marcelo Ozuna, who is like, when he's normal, he's like two of those players combined. So
Mhm.
Well, yeah, when
Yeah.
you have Ozuna and Acuna, then you have Pache in center field, and that pretty much sums it up.
I
Yeah,
wish
you could.
Christian Pache would start doing something. Like, he just cannot hit a ball.
He's
just
still young, right?
terrible.
He's still only like 20,
He's
21.
young.
He's
He is
young.
He's young, but they have another guy by the name of Drew Waters. He's a lefty righty combo guy, and they're like, they love that guy. He's like a Georgia boy, grew up in like just a suburb of Atlanta or something. They just love him. So
I'll get into those guys a little bit.
Yeah,
I'll get
Brad, let Josh talk.
Yeah,
I mean,
Just had your turn.
if we're gonna say, I mean, re-sign Jock and slide him over to first, there's your deep first baseman option, and let Freddie walk.
Jock at first.
I don't hate
I
it.
like it. I like that.
I mean,
I can get behind that.
but here, I'll transition right over to the prospects here, though. Christian Pache, I think he's going to be making that start, obviously. Great defensive outfielder. He got an 80 prospect grade in the outfield, like just unheard of stuff there. Great speed, cannon of an arm. He's going to be a lockdown center fielder there, pushing Acuna out. His bat, it's, like you said, not great, but he's been showing strides with a better approach at the plate. Looking at 25 appearances, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, small sample size, but I mean, not the worst, working on it. So we'll see where that goes. And then to go into the guy that's going to rival that position, Drew Waters, he's same kind of deal. I think his bat's just not going to be as good. He's just super aggressive at the plate. He needs to tone that down a bit. If he can rein down that strikeout percentage, because I think he's sitting around like 26. Maybe he can make some strides there. So
I love those Javi strikeout percentages. That's Javi on a good year.
yeah, seriously.
He does hit for a pretty
Like,
high average, though. It looks like he's got he's got about a career for like 280 average in the minors so far. I mean,
Yeah, I think he's more your
Could be
average.
worse.
He's not a power guy though, and that's kind of
no,
what
not
he
much
is.
power numbers at all.
One other guy that I wanted to talk about from prospects for this team was Langoliers, upcoming catcher. Talked about him a little bit. He's not going to give you a lot with the bat. I think he's going to be sitting around the likes of William Contreras and Travis d'Arnaud, kind of 230 average. Not a whole lot of pop, but he's going to be a one hell of a defensive catcher back there and just give you that. So
That's good enough.
yeah, I mean, what do you want out of a catcher? You're not going to get Grandals and Real Mutos every day.
Yeah.
What do you think about their pitcher situation there? Because they
What's
got a
that?
lot in the top. They got a lot of pitchers 5 to 10. Like 5 out of those 6 are all pitchers. What do you think?
I hadn't looked into the pitching prospects at all. Go ahead. If you know anything, go ahead and enlighten me.
I don't really. I didn't realize how many they had, honestly. I'm looking through the list now. Oh, they have a two-way guy too, Spencer Schwellenbach.
What a name.
Schwellenbach.
Right-handed pitcher / shortstop. Just looks like they just drafted him.
Okay.
Or are they going to let him do both?
Probably not.
As of right now, he's listed as both. They gave him scouting grades for his pitching numbers, but they didn't give him any grades for his fielding.
Be a pitcher, huh?
Oh,
Maybe.
Tucker Davidson. Well, I actually know a little bit about Tucker Davidson. He pitched a lot for him this year. Even during the postseason. That
Big lefty.
yeah, no, he pitched in game. How many games did the Braves win, man? 6? 7? I don't remember. It's like totally blanking me. Because he
I think it
threw
was
like
6.
It was 7, wasn't
Hold
could have
on.
been,
I think it was 6.
and they clinched it in Atlanta.
Yes.
Yeah, he started game.
Yeah, I went 6 games. Yeah.
Season for him. He's not bad. He's nothing like great, but like I don't know why they have him down at so low. He's 25. But yeah, I don't know much about. It seems like the Braves don't ever have like a quantity of good prospects, but they they have a small number. Like it's really good quality. They always hit on them. It's crazy.
I mean, Pache and Chandeliers, those are two of the best prospects in baseball right now, really.
You can't sell me on Pache like that. You might be able to get me on Langoliers for like the best catching prospect outside of like Adley and MJ.
Pache has, the bat, like, kind of, it might be whatever, but like this is unreal fielding, like, talent. And like this, he's like Ramon Laureano, but bigger.
You give me shit about Harrison Bader, and you're just explaining Harrison Bader.
I make fun of him for not being able to hit, but he's still a good enough center fielder that doesn't hurt the Cardinals, like he's still good. It's not like a negative WAR guy, like he's not a detriment or a liability.
He's going to be great out there for them.
I wish he got on base.
In Gold Glove.
A 320 OBP doesn't do it for me.
I'll take a Gold Glover out in center.
Platinum Glover. Like this guy's going to be.
No, he's playing in the same division as Harrison Bader.
But he's going to be a better fielder than Harrison Bader.
No, not possible.
He's not.
Drew Waters in AAA only has a 329 on base percent.
You say he's playing in the same division?
Same league.
You said
the Platinum, the National League Platinum. Well, what
you said division.
Do you not contribute anything to an actual conversation? You just wait till I screw up so you can.
Yes, that's my goal today.
You are.
This is supposed to be entertaining as much as it is informative. Come on, we gotta give the people something to laugh
at. What a joke!
Yeah.
You guys want me to go through my awards for this team?
Yeah,
let's hear them.
Acuna, MVP, obvious choice there. Safe bet. Cy Young, Fried, safe bet, obvious choice, I think. Breakout player, I like Dansby Swanson. I think hope he can start him for a bit more average range. What's he been sitting at 245? So, maybe he can break out a little bit. He's the best one that I liked on this team to do that. So hopefully we'll get to see his back going. That's about what I got here on the Braves.
Christian Pache for breakout player.
Yeah, Brad, you didn't do that.
Nobody has.
Yeah.
Nobody did MVPs in Cy Young. Okay, TJ did.
I did MVP in Cy Young.
Oh. You didn't. You're not everybody. All right, Mr. Ego. Everybody didn't do it. Just say it. Yeah. Figure it out today.
The only podcast that brings you two Brads, ladies and gentlemen.
That fight like an old married couple. Just give
That's
your
what
picks,
happens when you get two Brads in one podcast. They can't coexist.
No, too many Brads.
Too many Brads in the kitchen.
Oh, hey Brad, what were your picks for the Marlins?
You don't care.
No, I do. I was gonna say it before you said something. Actually,
all right, come on, Mets, man. Let's hear it.
No, Brad.
No. No. Give me the Mets.
No, give me your MVP, Cy Young, and breakout right now for the Marlins. I want to hear it. I want to see who you're picking.
Okay, my MVP then is Joey Wendell. My Cy Young is a one-arm 6-0 Sanchez. My breakout player is Magneuris Sierra. I think he's going to hit 210 this year.
210.
210.
Wow,
that's pretty good for him.
Yeah. All right, so we get to talk about Buck Showalter's Mets. The lineup and the rotation look extremely promising, but I feel like the Mets are still going to Mets. And
extremely feels like a strong word.
Promising seems like a strong word.
So they finished 77 and 85, third in the NL East this year. I have a feeling their record is going to be flipped, and they're going to be 85 and 77. And I have a feeling they'll finish second with a wild card loss. Perfect story for the Mets, honestly. For their starting rotation, you got Jacob deGrom and Max Scherzer as your 1-2 punch. If they're healthy, probably arguably the best 1-2 punch in baseball, but they have to be healthy. 3, Taijuan Walker. 4, Carlos Carrasco. Then 5, either Jose Suarez or Tyler Miguel. Not a bad rotation. I mean, you did lose Stroman and you lost Syndergaard. All right. I don't think it's bad. Oh, God. I can't think with you in here today. Hey, moving on. I'm gonna go lineup order for positions here. So batting first, I have Brandon Nimmo in right field. Second, Starling Marte in center field. He's already shaking his fucking head. Oh my god. Batting third, Francisco Lindor, shortstop. Batting fourth, Pete Alonso at first. Fifth, Eduardo Escobar at third. Sixth, Mark Cannon left. Seventh, all right, wait. Do we know if Robinson Cano is cleared to play or if he's still suspended? I couldn't find that out, honestly.
Shouldn't
I
matter.
couldn't.
He's not gonna go. What the fuck is Jeff McNeil?
He would play second if Robbie Cano didn't, and one of them would.
Robbie
Possibly.
Cano hit second in 2.5 years. So
I'm never starting.
He just
Robinson
batted
Cano
over
Jeff McNeil.
300 in the Winter League.
He bats over 300 every time he plays. Who cares? He's got Jeff McNeil.
he probably doesn't have a birth certificate. He might be 50.
He can hit.
He'll always hit 300. It won't
Why
matter.
is he playing second, not DHing?
Do you want him at second? I can move
No,
Dominic
I
Smith,
don't.
which
That's
is
what
my
I'm
number 8
doing.
batter.
No, we want Jeff McNeil at second.
We want him
All
now.
right. Fuck. Can't, I let you talk.
Robinson Cano.
Brandon Nimmo leading off. What a jackass.
Oh my god.
You're giving me headaches. God. All right. Scratch Dom Smith at DH. Put him on the bench now. Robinson Cano DHing in the 8th spot. And then James McCann, catcher.
You didn't have to put Robinson Cano in the lineup. We just wanted to make sure damn well he wasn't at second.
If you bet 300, you're going to fucking hit.
No, he's not. Dom Smith.
The bat finds a way in the
He's
lineup.
not back. He's not back.
Well, that's why I asked. I had a slash mark there for him and Jeff McNeil.
The slash should never exist in the second half.
There should
of it.
never be a
Shouldn't
slash
see
mark because as long as Jeff McNeil isn't like dead. It's 2022. There's no way you're starting Robinson Cano.
It's been 12 years since his home run derby championship, Brad. Let it go.
I'm not at a Robinson Cano level. Well, I do love his swing. His swing is beautiful. But if you hit, you find a way in the lineup. That's
What if I
how
told you his swing
baseball
was
works.
juiced? Would
What if
still
I
love
told
it?
you he couldn't?
He's
move?
going to show up to spring training with 120 pounds of muscle in like 1 month because the MLB's not testing right now.
HGH will do that to you.
Whatever he's on, he's just going to walk in like a boulder, and the bat's going to look like a toothpick.
Like
They're
Zion
going to roll
Williamson.
him out into the street.
Yeah, he's going to walk in as Zion Williamson. No one's going to be able to tell the difference. Halfway through the season, they start testing again. He has to get off it. He's just going to turn into some blob. I mean, he's still going to be able to hit.
He'll always be hitting 300. That'll never change.
All right. So let's move on to prospects. You got Francisco Alvarez, catching prospect. They're number 1 ranked. Very, very high prospect. 2, you got Brett Beatty at third base. 3, you got Ronnie Mauricio at shortstop.
Jeez.
For all the
Joining us-
listeners.
Joining us now on the podcast, Robinson Cano.
You have to watch on YouTube to see what the hell's going on right now.
Anyway, Ronnie Mauricio, he might be called up this year, if not next year, but they have to find a place to put him because you have Lindor, McNeil, and Escobar out there. But he's one of their high prospects. And you got Matt Allen, pitcher, JT Ginn. I always botch names. Starting pitcher. Mark Vientos, third baseman. Alex Ramirez, outfield. Khalil Lee, outfield. Nick Plummer, outfield, and then Robert Dominguez, starting pitcher.
Nick Plummer's 26. He's not a prospect anymore. He just sucks.
He's
You
their
said the
number
same
9
thing about
prospect.
Patrick Wisdom before he came out and dropped dick all over the NL Central
Nick,
last
Yeah.
year.
Nick Plummer's bad. Okay, I will tell you, he's bad. He's 5'9" and bad. He's
Well, then
not
that says
Jason
something about the
Dominguez. Let
Mets'
it go.
top 10 prospects.
And he just signed from the Cardinals farm system. I can tell you, he's bad.
All right. MVP for this year, I got Francisco Lindor bouncing back. He had an off season last year, only batted 230. I think he's going to finish the season batting 280 plus. All-Stars breakouts, DeGrom, of course, if he's healthy. Lindor, Escobar, Marcana. Pete Alonso is going to be the Derby champion again. It's just what he does. He hits nukes. And then McCann, I can see him reaching his full potential. Cy Young, DeGrom, if he's healthy.
Was the entire Mets lineup just all-stars this year or what?
Putting to Brad.
Pete Alonso's always an all-star. Mark Hanna was last year. Lindor, if he's an MVP, he's going to be a fucking all-star. Then Escobar, who just hits.
All-star.
They're all-stars / breakouts. They're going to have a good season.
So the Mets are going to win 98 games this year is what it sounds like.
No, they're not going to put it together.
You're doing a lot for 85 wins.
Jesus Christ. All right, you know what? You know what it's time for? It's time for Josh's email. Not email.
Voicemail.
Voicemail.
Email.
Josh's voicemail.
I thought it was a voicemail.
I'm going to kill you tonight.
Go ahead and play that email for us.
Yeah, here's the audio
Yeah,
email.
Hillary.
That's what it is. Can't wait for Brad to hear this one.
It's going to be a joke.
All right, welcome back to another one of Josh's voicemails. Today, I'm going to be talking about my long shot World Series prediction here. Brad, I know you're going to love this one. Get ready to rile up and debate me on this. Long shot World Series here. 22 years later, give us another Subway Series. Mets, Yankees. What you think, Brad?
Yeah. I'd have a better time believing that they were fighting for the number 1 pick in the draft.
Oh, come on now.
Oh, come on.
Yankees,
Oh, come on.
Come on.
the Yankees strike out all the time.
They're savages in the box, bro.
That's okay.
Savages in the box. They play in a
savages
Wembley
in the
ballpark, and
box.
their offense is still not top 5. What are we
They're
doing?
It's going to be awesome to see DeGrom strike out 21 plus or 20 plus in a World Series game. That's all I got to say.
He's got a point there.
Well, they better shut him down until about September because he's only good for about 3 months every year. So
They'll know that they're World Series contenders. It's okay.
Yankees. The Yankees.
What? Dude, come on. You're not buying in on this right now?
I ain't buying in on a damn thing about the New York Yankees.
What they have?
TJ's going to start talking about
come
the
on
Yankees, and it's going to be awful. We got
Here
to
we
stop
go.
the show.
Tell me why Jordan Montgomery is the most
I can't-
underrated pitcher in baseball.
Oh, man.
If the Yankees offense can put it together, they're dangerous.
If
Savages in the box.
Well, hey, is
They
Josh
all hit 230. I don't care if they
hit.
hit 35 tanks. It's all going to be solo shots because nobody gets on base.
Well, when
Sometimes that's all you need.
9 solo shots.
1-0 games.
Well,
Like you said, Jordan Montgomery, he's going to
outside Garrett Cole, who are you going to trust to throw you 6 shutout innings?
Jordan Montgomery. Jordan
Heavy
Montgomery.
No.
Garcia.
No. No.
I
Not
can't wait
even- Not
for
even a little bit.
every week. Josh is going to send me something bold, and I can't wait to play it for you every week. I love hearing it. Your
That was the
reaction.
dumbest thing. It was the dumbest one.
Say-
Why'd you start out with that?
In October, we're going to go ahead and listen back to this episode, and you're just going to
I tell you what, we're gonna be doing this in May, and I'm already gonna know it's not gonna happen.
and they're both at a combined like 100 wins.
Jason Taylor.
It's possible that's how that might go. Gosh, I hate New York. All the teams there suck. Every single one of them.
We're pulling it out this year, both of them. Mets are definitely
man.
guaranteed.
Steve Cohen's gonna have to start paying umpires if they're actually gonna win.
I'll start throwing. I'll throw money in on the Mets right now.
Throw futures bets on this. This will be beautiful. Hell of a payout right there.
So I'm saying, what are the odds for the Mets? I might throw it down.
The odds for the Mets is probably a lot better than you think. But the odds,
They probably
the
are.
Yankees, they're New York sports teams, so they're probably like 5 and 6 respectively in Vegas. Probably.
Everyone loves New York
Yeah.
teams.
And they're all bad. Name one good one. I can't tell you if the New York Rangers are. I don't know much about hockey, but
I don't know.
tell me, what we doing? They all suck.
Brooklyn Nets
What
are
we
gonna-
doing here?
Yeah, they're gonna buy a championship. They're gonna trade James Harden to the Sixers for Ben Simmons right now. It's gonna be terrible. Kyrie plays half the games.
There's no chance.
There ain't nobody worth a damn in that entire city.
I think
For
the
this
next thing of business here is AL Central. I think Josh and TJ might want to rock paper scissors it out for the Sox.
DJ can have it. I want the
Oh.
Tigers.
Oh, I'll take this.
Damn it! I wanted the Tigers.
Royals.
No,
Royals.
no, you did.
Sucks,
Brad
doesn't
the
it?
Guardians. Give Brad the Guardians.
I didn't hear anything for like 40 seconds there.
Screw it, Owen. You might as well just take your last shot at the two others.
No, I mean, if you want the Royals, I don't care. I'll talk about it.
I kind of wanted the Tigers, but Josh, the Royals.
Brad?
No. I'm not going to take it. I'll take the Royals. I'll piss off Brad, not you. I just know you.
Haven't we
You're
done
going to
enough
talk
of that?
about the Guardians starting pitching. You'll be able to talk about that a little better than me. I'll talk about Bobby Witt. You talk about Shane Bieber. How about that?
You like Zach pleasing about
Yeah,
Cal?
too.
Did I do anything for you, Tristan McKenzie? Huh?
Suppose I'll
Yeah.
take the old Twinkies.
Good luck trying to dissect that garbage of a farm system.
I can't wait to go first because I get the worst team.
You know, it's crazy how fast time flies when you're terrible because they were so good. Could win a playoff game, but now it's like you can't win 60 games. So
Yeah, they can't
That's
win
this
it.
entire division besides the Sox.
I actually the Guardians are probably better than you think they are.
The
Yeah,
Guardians-
the Tigers are going to be okay too, but I'm saying like the past few years, the AL Central has been garbage.
It has.
Yeah,
It has.
bad.
I miss the 90s when the Indians were like powerful. 2014-16 were kind of like shots in the dark. I'm not going to count that.
Need the
I
Jim
miss
Thome
Albert Bell
Indians
just
back.
knocking people out on his way to second base.
All right, I think that'll do it for this episode, huh?
I reckon.
What about Grady Sizemore? Anyway.
Enough.
That's all right, that'll do.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bad boys.
Adios.